Hey, good afternoon. I'm John Rhoads. This is Rhoads Life Coaching, and I wanted to ask you a question today of, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And we tend to group ourselves in one of those two categories. Thinking about personality styles, thinking about how we engage the world, it's really easy to talk about it being a binary system of introvert or extrovert, and using that as an excuse or a reason to do things or not to do things becomes a limiting factor in just having a binary system. What I wanted you to think about today is that being extroverted or introverted is not binary, but actually a scale and a gradient. And with the 0 point in the middle, you can become increasingly more introverted or you can become increasingly more extroverted. And for the vast majority of us, we are not just simply one or the other. We are a blend in the middle somewhere in that spectrum and are able to move up and down it to some degree. So thinking of it that way, extroversion or introversion becomes a matter of how you refuel or recharge yourself. If you are introverted, it's possible to go out into a highly engaged, high energy situation with a lot of people and be present and engaged, but it takes a lot of energy, like a cell phone battery, draining in order to be in that extroverted scenario as an introvert. The reverse is true for extroverts, but being alone drains your batteries very quickly. Thinking of how you recharge then becomes an important factor in this. And being able to be aware of that and tap into it allows, to some degree, being able to step into the other end of the spectrum. Brene Brown is a good example of this. She's very open about the fact that she is at heart an introvert, and as her default will fall back into needing to recharge after a public speaking engagement. You wouldn't be able to tell that about her, though, from the venues that she presents at and the groups of people that she talks to and engages with in a very extroverted and outgoing way. She's able to channel that energy and use her batteries to be extroverted and at that end of the spectrum, knowing that she's going to take care of herself and come back to being introverted and recharge in a more solitude and calm fashion. Sometimes we need to be by ourselves in order to recharge, and understanding the difference and then also the default is critical to being able to take care of ourselves. Figuring out where you are on that spectrum and where you tend to reside in a general sense is very helpful. Take some time to figure that out for yourself. Do you need quiet and calm to refuel? Or do you need to be engaged with a lot of energy and people to recharge your batteries? And are you taking care of yourself when you have to step into the opposite situation? Are you able to stretch a little bit, and are you able to manage your energy levels to be present and fully engaged with one person in a very private and intimate setting? Are you able to stretch out of your comfort zone of being introverted and engage in a group of people or in a more public setting? Take some time and think about this, but I would encourage you to think about it being a spectrum and being battery charge and fuel instead of just a binary term. I'd be happy to talk more about what this looks like for you personally. Please feel free to comment below. I'm John Rhoads. This is Rhoads Life Coaching. I hope that you're able to find purpose and meaning in your daily life.